Currently on part 46, I believe, and that's cool. You might have noticed I haven't streamed in a little bit, not too long. It's been like 2 days, if that. I've just been kind of burnt out of Funny Black game for a little bit, on kind of having to do the same bullshit of building a sphere. So back, refreshed a little bit. Not gonna do stuff with the sphere. Maybe I've got it open just in case I want to, but I'm not gonna try and do as much today. In fact, I'm actually see where I'm at. I guess we can go to we can finish layer 20 and then we'll actually go do other stuff, but yeah, we're still just working on the sphere and that can only go so hard. Alright, so we're starting on layer number 17. We'll see how that goes. Let me go ahead and get it pulled up over here. There we go. We'll go all the way up to layer number 20 and finish layer number 20 so the next time I can start on 21. Should be a fair amount. Currently we are on day 455, that's cool, and I guess let's just get started on it, and then I'll probably do a bunch of base work, hopefully, depending on how like mentally draining this is going to be. I kind of want some bits connected up better, because like we have this bridge here which is solid, and I'll actually decorate it, but no way to get up to here even with jump boost. So either I need to have a staircase that kind of like goes like there and it goes up, and then another one that goes up, which will probably happen because I'm making this a and I'll rearrange the bridge for it. But this is gonna be a little like port town buildings kind of baked into the mountains. We'll have some villagers here, and we'll have a dock, and then I'll seal all this off with like fence gates, so nothing can actually get in or out really, unless I actually want it to get in or out. Just so that way, we start adding some extra life to this kind of place, so that'll be cool. But regardless of that, let's just go ahead and get started for today. Uh, we'll go ahead and just kind of go for it. Yeah, you can see the foundation here again of this is starting to just kind of get bigger, but it's just a pain to try and sit down and build all of this, like it's a lot of effort. Hell, just getting this far was a lot of effort. I still have like much more to go, which is why I've been kind of like delaying building this because I'm getting tired of it already. Gonna get done, don't get me wrong, it's just gonna take a while. We'll go ahead and swap these out. That is our 7th shulker box of red terracotta now, so that's cool. Pretty interesting. We're gonna start getting to a point here soon where it'll start being one wide, so that might make my life a little bit easier. So hopefully we're out of that slump soon. But we're gonna go ahead and take some of these out, because we're also gonna have to install our new guidelines again. Here we go. And we're gonna go ahead and pull the plots modeler, so we go out to. But yeah, I got finals coming up in the next couple of weeks, so that'll be fun. I'll have to study for those on my own time and all that, but it'd be doable. Yeah, I've just been taking it easy the past couple of days. I'm actually getting ready to in early May. I'm taking a little break for about 4 or 5 days because I'm going back home to go see my. So I am actually taking like I'm taking a whole last train and everything to go. That'll be fun. The 6-hour train slash bus ride, which is why I'm gonna be gone for a while, because it's pretty much spend the whole day getting there and another whole day coming back, which it's the same anyway. So, but that ought to be fun, Don't really have to do a whole lot. Just I'll still actually be on like my summer break, so or at least on like the 2 weeks that I do have for summer breaks. But regardless of that, let's go ahead and get started with this for today. So the pattern for now is 6, 7, 4, 3, 3, and then 5 twos. So 6, 7, 4, 3, 3, and then 5 twos. Oh, we'll go ahead and just get started. So. Alright, that's one part done. Then we'll go ahead and do this side. I'll sleep first, but now we're nowhere near done with this sphere, by the way. Like I said in the past, we're currently starting floor 17 right now as we speak, and that means we've gotten 16 whole layers done out of 256, so we're like 1/16 of the way there. So yeah. This is again no small feat by any means, and I really do believe once this whole city is in, it's gonna be like record setting. But that's gonna take a long, long time. But the city's gonna be so big, it'll be something I just kind of like chip away at whenever I want something else to do. 6, 7, 4. I need to make sure I don't get distracted here for a moment. But anyways, the city's gonna be big. We're gonna have a lot of space to work with here. If seeing how long this is taking me just to even get this far is gonna be indication of this thing's size. You're in for a hell of a surprise because this thing is fucking huge. Like it never just seems like it would be like that big, but no, it's massive. Oh, it's absolutely massive. I haven't even built the sphere in creative. I tried to once using the command block tomfuckery, but couldn't get it to work. And even if it did work, I wouldn't have known because it was taking way too fucking long. So we're just gonna find out how this goes kind of in survival, which is interesting and cool. But I think it'll be worth it once it's all done. And I mean, I hope it will be, considering, all the time and effort I've spent getting all the materials for this. I'm starting to get my sleep schedule figured out again, which is good. I'm happy about that. I gotta start applying for more jobs. I still haven't heard back from this one place, and then, I'm like limiting myself by just sitting here waiting for this one place to reply at this point. So I'm gonna have to start looking elsewhere if they don't get back to me. Supposedly they are that professional of a company to where they would at least let you know if you didn't get hired or whatever, but I'm starting to have doubts on that one because they haven't even sent me like a courtesy email or nothing, and it's been nearly a month. So I don't know if they're getting like that many applications for this one position or just in general. for it to take like nearly a month just to even say anything, but it's been kind of weird. I do want to get a job. Like, I want to be saving up my money, and I want to, start investing, and I actually want to go out and do stuff too, because kind of have to have money to do that. Guess what I don't have, but especially now that I know that trains are a thing in the United States, at least to some extent, I can go like, because I'm in Orlando. They've got a train that runs from Orlando to Washington D.C. or some shit, like just straight there. So I mean, I could go up to D.C. at some point and just, I don't know, just be a tourist or something. I guess it'd be pretty interesting, and it's relatively cheap too. It'd be a nice experience. Alright, last little quarter here, and then we'll start on closing the gaps in between them. There technically should be a way for me to like bot, or like, I think baritone was the thing that people used to do like botting for building, but not only is it literally botting, I don't want to do that, but also it's on a hardcore world that I have a lot of progress in, and I can't just leave it by itself because I wouldn't trust that either. So can't afford to even like bot. It's all gotta be done by hand, unfortunately. I can't even build any kind of like flying machine or nothing to help me because it's a sphere. If it was a cube, it would have been a different story to some extent, at least. Because then all I would have had to do is sit in a spot and hold down right click while some like flying machines kind of moved the blocks in place and did the work for me. But I'm not even granted that luxury, so we'll see how it goes. But I think I'm just gonna have to keep chipping away at it, like 5 layers at a time or so, and just kind of accept the fact that I'm not going to be able to do any more than that reasonably without trying to like really kill myself, because it's a lot of effort to do this. Seriously, this amount of shit is big. It was 674, right? Yeah, it was. But I want to try and we'll get to 20 today, and then we'll start doing like 5 a day from here on out, hopefully, or 5 per stream or whatever. Sometimes I've been streaming twice per day. I was doing that and I think I got burnt out, so probably gonna go back to doing it once per day. But regardless, we're done with this part for now, so we need to go for our next pattern. We need to go 1 2 1 2, and then it would be all the way down. So we'll go ahead and do that. That's 1 2 1 2. Then it's ones the whole way down. So we'll go ahead and just repeat that. Uh-oh. Oh, it's bound to happen again, huh? I mean, look how dark it is. You can't even tell it's red terracotta. Like, it's seriously pretty flippin' dark down here. Oh, shoot. Just realized that might be a slight issue. Actually, no, I don't think I actually jumped up there, so I didn't start building or nothing. Here's the one we built. Here's the one I think we were getting ready to build. That's all two, so no, we didn't end up building nothing. There we go. Oh, that's actually our last half stack here, so we'll go ahead and just take some extra. There we go. I gotta find out too in the near future if Nintendo Music is actually like DMCA worthy on Twitch streams or not, and same with YouTube, because if it isn't, and like there's no repercussions, then I'll probably start using some Nintendo Music a bit more. Probably more like Pokemon and like some Galaxy songs, all that kind of shit. So, and some Breath of the Wild tracks, I guess, but I'll figure that one out. But the Twitch soundtrack stuff is great just because it's background noise, but and some of the songs are fine, but don't want to keep using them forever because I've heard every single one in like 3 categories that they have to offer, and I'm not going to the Among Us playlist so yet, but which they do have an official Among Us playlist, which is kind of wacky on its own, but regardless of that. I think that was the last little bit, so now all I should have to do is go down and out and connect them all, and then I can just fill in the gaps, and that'll be another layer done, and yep. Cool. Like that'll just be another layer down here. So go. Took an entire day to build this layer. And I still have to fill it in, so it's not even actually like done yet, but point still stands. I should be able to finish this sphere by day 1000, but I definitely won't be able to finish building the whole city in it by day 1000. Because again, I'm also building a column that goes all the way down to bedrock, so this sphere isn't actually the whole thing. It's a lot of it, don't get me wrong, it's just not all of it. So I'll have to get ready for that at some point. Go ahead and just put the bed down, I guess. There we go. Cool. Now all I gotta do is fill in the sphere for this layer. Be able to call it done. Or if I really wanted to, I could probably limit it to like 1 per stream even. But like 1 or 2 layers per stream. But that's like still like 240 streams left, so it would take nearly an entire year to get this done. But I think at the absolute bare minimum should probably be like 3 per stream, like 3 layers. Just absolute bare minimum. Because any less than that, I will really start having to like delay this like way into the end of the year and all that stuff. Might not be so bad, but this is one of those things I would like to actually see get done instead of it be like, oh well, it was like 3/4 completed and no city was built, And I can't really build the city until this whole structure gets built, so I know what I'm working with. So Alright, that looks like it's a whole layer done. I'll go ahead and write that down real quick. Layer 17. Cool. Sweet. Now we'll go ahead and start work on layer number 18 here. And well, let's just get to it. Get it over with. That's another one that's 2 out, so they are starting to get fairly like smaller in terms of like these like wider parts that go out. They're not, I don't have as many of those anymore. They'll get like that later on again, but 5, 7, 4, 4, 3, and then 6 twos. 5, 7, 4, 4, 3, and then 6 twos. So yeah, cool. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other 3 sides and oh, those are fish down there. Oh, that was a drowned or something, the trident. Still have not gotten to try it yet. But I'm having a hard time staying motivated for one of my classes because it's a really hard math class. It's the hardest class I've had this semester, and it's something I'm realistically don't think I'm gonna touch. So that's not cool. Might touch it, maybe, for like stocks and shit, but even then I don't even know. Like it's not like a necessity or nothing. It's not really that good of a skill to have to well, maybe it is. I just don't know where to apply it is my problem because I kind of understand how the math works a little bit. You don't really explain it that well, so it's really the teaching assistants that have to do it. But like, math is hard, and I don't know how I would even apply it. You know, when I actually had a job, like what it would really be used for, like in a real application. Like, I don't think it's something I'd ever see like in like day-to-day work as like an accountant or like as a financial analyst or anything of that sort. So it kind of ticks me off because it's like, you know, why would I like want to waste all this time and stress like preparing for the final exam for that course when, you know, I might not ever see that stuff ever again. But I just have to hold out this last little month because this is the last math class I really have, and the rest of them are just like basic like algebra because they're all like finance classes and, you know, accounting classes. So no more of this statistics crap because I'm tired of it. Statistics ain't terrible. It's easier than calculus, but it's about like the for me that's like kind of the limit on how far I really go with math because anything higher or harder than that is just a little bit too far out of my reach or my pay grade or whatever. Yeah, not to count to 6 that time. That's crazy, but it just doesn't seem like it'd ever be too useful and maybe, you know, I'd be happy to be proven wrong, because then at least it'd probably get me interested in it. Like, if it's useful and it's something I'd actually use, like, constantly, then hell yeah, I'd be a little bit more invested to learn about it, but I just, I don't know what it's fucking used for. Like, it's, you know, it's good to know some statistics, so, like, you know, whenever there's, like, media sources or whatever that talk about, like, you know, like, statistics of any kind, you know actually how to read a graph, you know how to, like, actually interpret them correctly. Instead of having like some false narrative like driven down to you because you don't know how to like read a graph and you got that rely on somebody else to interpret it. So like, you know, it'd be cool to, you know, learn how to use it for stuff like that or, you know, to actually use it for work, but it's like big level like quantitative business tools. What was it? Quantitative business tools or something like that. It's human B is what it is, but either way it ain't really that useful, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, half of the class is like an Excel spreadsheet, basically, with some of the stuff we're learning now, just because of the fact that you have to use Excel for some parts of it. Otherwise, you literally cannot calculate it by hand. Like, it is straight up. Like, it's technically possible, I think, but he literally expects you to, like, use an Excel spreadsheet for that stuff, so. Which is good, but it doesn't help on an exam. So. I like go through the study guide and all that shit, and I haven't been doing too hot. I'm still passing the class with like a B for now, but I'm kind of like really close. I'll probably end up getting a C. Like if I don't get an 80 or higher on the final exam here in a couple of weeks, then I end up getting a C in the class. So that's all right, luckily, but I'd like to try and avoid it if I can. I probably can, but I'm gonna have to put in a hell of a lot of effort to do it, you know? I just don't like sitting down and studying some days. Like some days are better than others. Should be another big section of it done. Just doing a little check on it. That looks like that's good. So now what we do is we go to the tips here, and we go 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, and then that's what changed. So go ahead and do that. We'll go to one of the tips here, and we go 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. And then that's what would change, so we'll go ahead and repeat that. Ah, see, I forgot to do a whole fucking extra part. Oops. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Oh, wait, no, I'm literally just stupid. Never mind, I'm sorry. I am on pace correctly. I'm just being stupid here, so. Yeah, because you can see how many of the sets of 2 there are, so we're all good. Two, 1, 1, 1, 2. Yeah. Alright, I think that's all of them, so we'll double check by heading over here, and then if it is, we'll just connect them up and then fill in the gaps. And then that'll be another layer done. Yep, it is. Cool. So we just go ahead and fill in the gaps, going down and out. But it is starting to take up more and more blocks to start building stuff. And it's taking up more and more of my time to actually get to and from everywhere, so that's another issue as well that I'll have to figure out what to do with. Because I feel like there's too much like inefficiency with how I'm actually getting to each spot where I need to build, you know? And that might cause some problems for me because it's barely tolerable for now. So like in 30 layers, when this is like twice the distance I have to go through, and I'm going about as efficiently as I can, where it's just a straight line to the next section, then it's only gonna get harder. I'm gonna keep building them like this, where I kind of go in these quadrants, just because of the fact that, it's easier for me to keep track of. Without having to like get really good at like counting or like memorizing shit in like backwards order or whatever that. So I'll have to probably use my Elytra and fireworks a good bit more, just so I can actually get some use out of this stuff. I think walking in between these places, like even sprint jumping, it takes a while to get to and from. But we got another bit done. All we have to do is just fill in these gaps, and then we'll try flying into different places on the next layer. We'll see how much that helps, if that helps, but if it's like worth it enough. Realistically, I could probably just leave my chest plate off because there's nothing that's really threatening for now. The only thing would be like a pillager patrol, but I have enough like armor as well to like have absolutely plenty of time to like switch to a chest plate. Nothing spawns up here unless I like let it get to spawn up here by like not sleeping, so that's not a threat either. And nothing can like climb into here or like one shot me, even with like no chest plate. And I have a totem, and I also have spare totem, so realistically I should be using my elytra to try and get back and forth. You know, that means I also have to use fireworks, but then again, I got enough spares, so is it really that big of a deal? The answer is no, but am I stingy? Yes, but I'll get a creeper farm built one day, eventually, probably never, but one day I really should get a creeper farm built over my base, or just a general mob farm or something, so I can farm string too from spiders. And then just, oh, actually, that could be perfect, hold on. You know, because they do have creeper farms now, you know, that don't require cats or anything. So it won't spawn zombies or skeletons, but it will spawn spiders and creepers, and the way to stop the spiders is by using like cobblestone walls, so then only creepers could spawn. But considering I want the spider eye and the string for scaffolding, the spider eye just, you know, to have for weakness potions if I ever need more. I think I could live with it, so I'll have to look into that, to getting some kind of creeper and spider farm at some point. You know, farm some gunpowder and farm some spider ring. If I can do it automatically while I'm still doing stuff like with the iron farm, then that'd be really helpful too. Because then that means, you know, I'll be able to build up a bunch of gunpowder pretty easy. It'll just be like cycle based or whatever, and I'll build it out in the ocean a little bit, just so, you know, it's not really like too near my base or nothing. Just kind of like how the iron farm's out of the way. But it looks like we're done with another layer here, so we're gonna go ahead and write that down. We are done with layer number 18, and we only got 2 more for today. And then I'll go do other stuff. And now here we are at number 19. We're starting on some of these one wide sections now. And what do I mean exactly by one wide? Well, you know, I mean exactly what you think, where we literally just go out one block like this, and then boom, that's the whole thing done. That's as far as I have to go. Realistically, I could probably, like, you know, get good at doing some of this other stuff, but I mean, look, dude, I have to use up an entire firework rocket. You see what I mean here? Like, it's hugely gonna cost a lot of firework rockets to be able to get around this thing properly. Again, it'll be better with the city in place, so at least it's meant to be walkable, but here it's just getting the framing done. You know, the actual shell that has the whole thing in. So this one won't be as walkable. Yeah, after we get these 2 put in, we'll go ahead and sleep, and then just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna like fly from like one end all the way to the other, just to kind of demonstrate how large this thing actually is so far. Just because. And we'll actually keep on track of our coordinates here really quickly, so my keyboard is being wacky again. Cool. So here's what we'll do. We're looking the positive x direction. When I walk forward, we go positive x. You know, when I walk this way, we go negative. That's not what we're worried about. We're at 2296. There we go. And we're gonna go to the other side there on these blocks, just like we're doing here. Alrighty, we've made it. And as you can see, we are at 2427x. And we're a little less than like 150 blocks or so. That'd be 131. So we're 131 blocks across. So you can see what I mean when I say that shit's big. It's already big. Maybe take an entire firework rocket with an elytra to cross this goddamn thing. And we're like not even close to done yet neither, man. Oh Lord. Anyways, let's crack on back with this layer. So we want to do 10, 6, 3, 3, 2, 3. Ooh. All right, now this is where it starts getting a little bit trippy. So we'll just start with the 10. So 5, 6, 10, 10, 6, 3, 3, 2. There we go. And then 3, 2, 2, 2. And then 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. Let's see if that was correct. So it should be 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. Yeah. And then it would connect all the way down with just a bunch of one blocks. So I think what I'll do from here on out is anytime I build a section like this, we'll go all the way until it's those like, over and out like blocks where it's just like one block until it connects back up to the other part. Just so I don't like have to expend as many fireworks. So I'll go ahead and get this started again. Let me just double check this side though, really quickly. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's all I wanted to know. Good. 6, 3, 3, 2. Yep, good. Three, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. And then 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. Cool. And that should be the last part there. Yeah, it was. So we'll go ahead and get started again. One, two, two, 1, 1, 2. Damn it. Another shulker box down. That was 6, 3, and then we're on the next 3. It should be 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. Yeah. Here we go. Three, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, and then 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 4. I'm getting better at memorizing some of these because I kind of have to, so I don't have to keep alt tabbing all the time, just out of laziness. If I had a second monitor, this probably helped me out a good bit more, but technically I could make a second monitor, cobble one together. I got a laptop here. No. Damn it, come on. It's 3 2s, and 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. There we go. So now all I have to do is just connect them up on the ends here, and then I should have my terracotta boxed. Oh, it's empty, that's right. And those do connect up, what do you know? I mean, look at the absolute distance I have to cover with this, like, seriously. Not believe it's actually become kind of a necessity to use an elytra to actually cross this shit quickly. Like, good lord. And it gives me plenty of space to decelerate and all that, so... And even like I'm slamming my head into the wall here or nothing. It's just genuinely that much distance I have to keep crossing that it's worth it, you know? Alrighty, we'll go ahead and start filling in these kind of odd holes here, and then we'll be done with this layer. Then I'll just do one more layer for today and go. And we're gonna go check on the iron farm and actually empty it out because I haven't done that in a while. You can see that we're starting to get like pretty few holes to fill in, honestly, so there's only like a couple here or there, but they're honestly like pretty sparse. Not even too bad. I think I caught it. I think I fucked up here just a little bit, but I'm pretty sure I just gone ahead and blocked it out. Yeah. Alright, we're all good. That last stack, and then I gotta go get some more. Damn it. Alrighty, looks like that's another stack done, or another layer rather. Layer number 19. Cool. We'll go ahead and do layer number 20 here, and then we'll go do other stuff. This one's too wide now. We'll go ahead and just see if I can glide down. I mean, hell, we're literally out of render distance for the chest, for God's sake, so... And I can literally glide down to the bottom here and gain like quite a nice bit of speed, but... It's just kind of big. But, 8 shulker boxes out of 50 we got cleared up, so... We're getting there. It is certainly taking a long time, but we are getting there. So we'll go ahead and just get back on up here. We'll go ahead and just start again. Oh, we're gonna go too wide this time. Go ahead and do that on all sides. we'll update the maps again before I leave for today, so. And as for base work that I'd like to do, I'm probably gonna go out and get a bunch of snow, or not snow, stone, and start terraforming all those mountains that I was talking about. That mountain range near the peak. I want to make it like bulky and big, and then maybe start figuring out a block palette I'd like to use for the houses, because I feel like I can incorporate like color, but making them just out of like terracotta or concrete, and then just slapping some framing on it probably isn't the way to go. So I'm gonna make that like all those buildings with the castle at the top. I'm gonna make like an actual village. So we're gonna be using a good bit of wood, I guess, and we'll figure out some of the finer details. But I just want to get all the buildings in, figure that one out. Anyways, let's keep going with this. So 8, 6, 4, 3, 3, 2, 3. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started here. So and then 2, 1. Oh, cheesy. And it goes 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Oh, good lord, man. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Wait, so where am I at right now, man? Oh, it goes 2, 3, 2. Hang on. It goes 2, 3, 2. And then 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. Oh my lord, holy shit. This one goes on for a while. Holy shit. 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. And then 2, 1, 2, 1. Or it goes just 2, 1, 2, and then I connect 1. So we'll go 2, 1, 2, and then I would connect it all the way back down. Alrighty, cool. And we'll just repeat this and this is the worst idea for a base I've ever had. I'm gonna be completely honest. I've made it like ridiculously hard on myself for no real good reason, other than hey, I thought it would be funny. And you know what? It is. And it will be worth it, but good god, it is straining, like mentally, for me to do this. Which is why I had to take a break for that long. Wait a second, something's not adding up here. Yep, that's why. Because this was a 2, and then this needs to be a 3. I knew something wasn't right when that overlap was weird. 3. Now it goes 3, 2, 1. Oh, it goes 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. And then it goes 2, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, and then it goes 2, 2, 1. And then it goes 2, 1, 2. God, that was just 1/4 of it. Jesus. Oh man. God, that was just half of it. Oh my god. Yeah, use that exponential growth. That's cool. It's gonna take even more time. I wonder how many blocks I've actually put in. We'll do the quick math to figure that one out after I'm done with this later, I guess. But 8, 6, 4, 3. Alright, last quarter here. And then we just fill in the gaps and then we're all good. Alright, that's all of them. So we just connect them up here and then fill it in. Oops. I think I'm at a point where it's kind of okay to waste fireworks. Like I have enough spare gunpowder and paper, but don't want to be too incredibly wasteful, so. But this is just kind of a necessity. Here we go. And we'll go ahead and just fill in all these gaps here, and then we'll be done with the building for today. Building this. Took nearly 9 stacks of blocks just to build this one layer, it looks like, so it might even be like more like 10 or 11, honestly. It's getting rough. It's starting to take more and more per layer now, which is kind of good. That means I could probably go through about like 1 shulker box per day, like pretty easily. But even then, it's still like a lot. Dang. Maybe that's what I should have my goal for. Try and do about like 1 shulker box per day worth of materials and kind of see how that goes, I guess. I think that's a fair goal to have. So I could do like 1 per day, then I can get the bottom half done in like, you know, by the end of next month, I guess, and then the top half done by like July or something. Which, wow, that is a long ass time to be completely honest, but it's the most reasonable kind of metric I have for now. Until I really start getting some shit figured out better. Because goddamn, this shit takes way too long to do, and there's no way to make it faster, unfortunately. Much as it pains me. I mean, hell, it's so big already. I can't even see the chest or the shulker box anymore because they're at a render distance. They don't render in as don't render in as far as normal blocks do. From what I've been able to tell as well, depending on my settings, I might not even be able to render the whole thing at once, like without either like tanking my PC or just literally it's too big to where I wouldn't even really be able to fit it in realistically. That is our last layer for today done. I'll go ahead and get some junk put away here. Then we need to get the bed out like now. There we go. Better. Oh, you can literally see some stuff starting to burn now. Just like one zombie or something. There we go. That is layer number 20, all done and dusted. $20 out of $256 on April 10th. Alright, we're starting layer number 21 next time. So we're getting close to being a tenth of the way there. So we're not even a tenth of the way there yet. And I have been logging like when this shit has happened. So I finished like 8 layers on April 7th. And then finished another 5 on April 7th. And then finished 3 more on the 8th. So within 2 days, within 48 hours, I built like 16 layers. But that's unsustainable. That is straight up like unsustainable. I can't keep doing that forever, so I have to make sure to pace myself. And maybe I'll be back again later tonight, so we'll probably do some more later, but can't, do it all. I mean, look at how fucking big this thing is already. You can barely even see over the edges, as in you can't. But so let's see here. We've completely emptied 8 shulker boxes, and the amount of items you can fit in a single shulker box is 1,728 because it's 27 stacks. So 1728 times 8 is 13,824. And then if we add the extra half shulker box that I've already done, that's 14,688 blocks I placed down. About that. About 14,500 blocks I'd say I've put down so far. And remember, our goal is 170,000. So that is a lot, don't get me wrong. But we're not even a tenth of the way there. So, it's good progress, but it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. That's kind of how these things go, where it's not really a lot of progress now, but it will add up over enough time. Believe me, I got enough time. I mean, look at that, dude. Big. Anyways, back to base. We'll go empty out the iron box and then we'll go do some other stuff, like go get some more stone or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go, I guess. We'll go ahead and put this away here. I forgot to use my maps. Oops. Oh well. I don't think I can be bothered to go back and go do it right now, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But we're either going to be doing 5 layers per day or per stream, or a shulker box per stream, whichever one I feel like doing at the time. To be completely honest, I don't really think I care enough to like really try and enforce that. But I'm going to try to, but again, this shit is extremely time consuming, so... I'll be moving the iron bar somewhere else. I'll figure it out, but it won't be staying in there forever. Something doesn't feel right. I feel like I should have seen an iron golem by now. Yeah, something's definitely not correct. Nothing should have changed with the actual farm design, but something's... Oh, it might be the sleeping thing. I think because it's been a couple of days and I haven't actually loaded this place up properly enough. They might not have actually had enough time to sleep to actually like start spawning stuff, so... That will probably fix itself in enough time here, but just know there definitely should have been stuff while I was filming that. Oh, time to figure out what I'd like to do for the rest of today. I guess we'll go get that stone and I'll go figure out some other stuff. We'll go ahead and take this with me and we'll go ahead and head down. I don't know where I'd like to go, but we'll figure that one out too, I guess. That leads into the ocean a bit more. I think about here should be okay. Ooh, I can actually get into here, that is. Come on, man. There we go. Here you say that's a pain in the ass. Of course, we're gonna need torches, obviously. It's cool that we got some clay here, I guess, because we're in a lush cave, technically, or something to that effect. That's nice. It'd be kind of cool if night vision was one of the beacon effects, but it's alright. Oh hey, I remember this place. Yeah, that's lucky. Or would it be unlucky? I don't know, but either way, I dropped my ladders down here. Now I have to climb all the way back up to go put them back. That stinks. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and put some more of the stone away. That's not the stone box. There we go. That's a fair amount of stone, I'd say, right? Go too wrong with that. A little bit extra, but otherwise I think I'm good, so I'd just head on up out of here. Actually, really quickly, it's already been an hour and a half. I'd like to mention all we got done today was building like 4 layers over the course of like an hour. And I don't need to tell you, but that's very slow. And I was building it quick today. Like I was getting my memorization down and shit. Like I was really starting to like get these patterns into my head properly. Fumbled a little bit near the end, but still got it done. And I got it done pretty fucking quickly. Because it is easy, but it is slow. That's the main issue, that it is slow and there is no real way to speed it up, period. Makes it tough on its own. But that's enough of this stuff for today from me for now. I'll probably do more like later tonight, like we'll do more actual building and whatnot now that I got the materials, but I'm just kind of tired because I haven't really slept in a little bit, and also I'm tired of having to build crap for this sphere, but it won't stop for a very long time, so I don't really have a choice. That's alright though. It will get done eventually, it's just gonna take more time. Oh, and we'll check the we'll make sure these guys, yeah, they're actually sleeping properly, so let me see one other thing really quickly. Let me double check that one. We're gonna go ahead and oh no, we got an iron golem burning, we're good. We'll go ahead and just double like check. All of them should be asleep. Hey, and they are. Crazy. Cool. So it still does work. That's good. I don't know why it would stop working, but it wasn't working earlier as we saw, so I had to double check on that one. But we'll go ahead and sleep here for tonight, and then I'll go ahead and call it a day. I'll be back later tonight, I guess, but not a guarantee. But it's day 463 now. We started at like 455, so again, it's taken a while. But yeah, we'll go ahead and call it there for now. Still making good progress on the sphere. Can only do a couple layers at a time before I get tired because it's a lot of work, dude. Because yeah, it's not a lot layer wise. Like only 3 layers at a time doesn't sound like a lot, but you got to consider that's like an entire shulker box worth of stuff, and that is a lot to be building. Not to be mining, but to be building with an entire shulker box worth of materials, and you have to do it in a specific like pattern. That's what makes it even slower too. Like I was just play some anywhere, it'd be a different story, but I can't do that obviously. But we're gonna go ahead and call it there for now. But again, thank you guys